What's up, Trainiacs? With Christmas around the corner, Gracie and I have been feeling extra festive. I mean, Pete is a bit of a grouch, as you guys can tell, but we have been thinking about if we were to get Christmas presents for a lot of the pro triathletes out there, what would we get them? Fair warning, this is totally ridiculous. Really, not a lot of point to it. That's why Pete is not excited about it. Gracie's into ridiculousness, you can tell. So let's start off with everyone's favorite, Lionel Sanders. What I would get him is the game of Risk. Board game, lots of people like board games. It's nice to have them around. Company comes over, real conversation starter. Oh, in Lionel's case, why I have chosen the game of Risk is because he makes a lot of risky decisions throughout the year. He's changing this, he's changing that, he's altering his nutrition, he's going all liquid, he's changing bikes, he's changing his bike position. You don't need to get your fill of that risky business out on the race course, Lionel. You can just go and play the game of world domination and we will all be perfectly happy. Next, Patrick Lange. We know that he is about to get married. He proposed to Julia at the finish line of Ironman. So me being married, I want to give him some good advice. I will get him a sign that he can put in wherever he spends the most amount of time that just reminds him she's always right. If you do that, you'll be fine. Trust me on the MTK scares me, guys. I hope she doesn't watch this. Next thing, what do you get the man who thinks he might have everything? Well, you try to get them something that, is kind of on the edge of not existing. So for David McNamee, we are going to try to get him footage of him racing Kona. Literally, nobody's ever seen it. He just walks across in third place every single year, and people are like, where did he come from? Who is this guy? David McNamee? Mike Riley's like, well, I guess David McNamee's an Ironman. Good for you, David. We're going to try to get you some footage so that you can have that to look back on in future years where you also walk across the finish line third and nobody sees you, but you can prove it now. Now, going slightly more into the ridiculous, Alistair Brownlee, I want to get him the Google Pixel phone because I hear it's got really good Translate. Like, it's really tied in well with Google Translate when you put some Pixel buds in your ear. I would like to know what Alistair Brownlee is saying. We could get some like his and hers for him and his brother Johnny, and they could match, and we would all be smarter for it.
I still say that's a you thing and not a him thing.
You're wrong. Next, might be too soon, might be tough to get, but I think that we go with Javier Gomez for some movie memorabilia. And what I'm thinking is Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan's legs, because he seems to fade at the end of the marathon, and he could certainly at that point use some
new legs.
Finally, on the men's side, we go with Jan Frodeno, and we are going to get him a watch so that he doesn't miss any more press conferences or flights like he did in Half Ironman Worlds in South Africa. They don't all have to be jokes, they can just be serious presents. We know your wrist size. Also, as a stocking stuffer, Jan, we will get you a Canadian gift of a Tragically Hip CD. Now, moving into the females, we're going to start off with Daniela Ryf. We are going to get her a giant bottle of Pro-Tan. Now, this is what fitness competitors use before a fitness show, and they get all greased up and shiny and dark. If you saw her this year, she is just like 1/4 turn away from winning fitness competitions in addition to these Ironmans. Now, if she doesn't want to divert her attention and she wants to focus on Ironmans, fair, totally fair. We found this might be good. Sea Safe Jellyfish Deterrent. Could help you next year in Kona, just saying. Continuing on, Sarah True. This girl, we're just gonna buy her a personality. Do you follow her on Instagram? You know those people where you're just smile a little bit, tell a joke, have some fun with what you do. In Sarah's case, I really think that she could benefit from this, and she would be thankful. And we would all have so much more fun following her. Real dud. Anyhow, continuing on with the board game idea, I think that she could use the game of Clue. Nobody saw this in Ironman Worlds, but watching her come across the finish line, everyone was like, Annie, you have to go walk over here. There's a trophy presentation. She's like, no, I'm fine, I'm totally fine. And they're like, no, there's a trophy over there. She's like, I'm just gonna lie down here. And they're like, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm totally fine. Like, yeah, go get your trophy. Like, I just need to lie down. And she tried to sleep after the finish line. So, we'll get her a clue with the game of Clue. Bad joke, but it was something. And then Lucy Charles, she just in the last couple weeks got married to her partner in crime, Reese Barkley. By the way, they are teaming up and they are doing a triathlon masterclass, How to Swim with Lucy and Reese. We are all sold out of the early passes from them, but you can go to triathlontaren.com/early masterclass and get the all access pass for half price, $90 as opposed to $180, and get access to Lucy and Reese's class there. And in her case, we're just gonna get her a sign that says, you're always right. And then when Reese starts questioning, you just go, boom. That's all. This is totally pointless. It's festive. Pete's just a total grouch, right, Pete? Gracie's over there. She's just whipping up some popcorn strings and putting them all around the pain cavern. So I hope that this gives you some ideas for what you could get all of your loved ones in Trainiacs. I know, Pete. Some of these were just awful ideas. I think Pete just thumbs downs. Alright, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button below for more pointless triathlon videos. Thanks for watching, Trainiacs. Later.